Randt carved out a career in the bowels of international scrums, not a place for sissies. It might have been unglamorous, but he was effective enough to be considered one of the greatest loosehead props of all time. He also won 2 Rugby World Cup titles, the only South African ever to have done that in 1995 and 2007. Also, when you started playing rugby, it was still amateur. Has professionalism made the game better?
Spectator-wise, I think it got so much bigger and better, and definitely, I think also there's so much more pressure on the players to perform, to do well. There's so much money involved with it now, so you get a new sense of responsibility out of it.
Is it as much fun as it was in the amateur days?
Yeah, maybe not, but the guys still get up, and meet afterwards and have a few pints of beer.
1994 was when you played your first game of rugby for South Africa. In 1995, very exciting, the first World Cup that South Africa was taking part in. You were the baby of the team, I think, at that time. What was it like playing in a World Cup at the age of 22?
Yeah, well, definitely. I never thought of even be in the mix at the stage. I only started playing for Free State in '94. If I remember correctly, I only had about 3 or 4 games for Free State when I was picked for the box, and received my Springbok colours before I received my Free State colours. So looking back in that sense, then yeah, definitely to be part of it was a great honour. Suddenly, you see all these players play on TV, and suddenly you're playing amongst them. You're part of the team. You're part of their teammates, and that made a huge impact on my life. It was a great pleasure playing there, to be part of '95 World Cup, and also to be playing under a guy like Kish Christie was something phenomenal.
Must have been amazing. I mean, you wake up, you're the world champion now. Your career's only just begun. I mean, what do you do? How do you go out there, and what kind of goals do you set for yourself after you've done that so early on?
I think I was always a kind of player that never really set myself goals. I enjoyed rugby immensely, and for me it was just play the game, tackle as hard as you can, scrum the guy as hard as you can, and that was my enjoyment.
And loads of front rankers to beat up on the field.
Exactly.
Okay, your career from there progressed. South Africa had good years and bad years. You played with different coaches, but then 2000 you got injured. Now, let's be honest, it's professional.